Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Gunna. Now, yesterday I did a video and it talked about hip-hop's response to Gunna allegedly snitching on YSL or turning his back on Young Thug and the rest of the guys in the YSL RICO case. Now, personally, I don't have anything against Gunna, but based on the reaction from some of his peers in the rap game, it seems like there might be an issue with him and other rappers, and it looks like a lot of people are separating themselves from Gunna. First, it started yesterday where I talked about Lil Durk dropping this snippet or this visual of this song that he has coming up, and it sounded like he was taking a shot at Gunna. Then we had a situation where Lil Baby's account unfollowed Gunna on social media. So a lot of people are saying that, man, this looks like a lot of people in the hip hop game are starting to turn their back on Gunna the way that he's turned his back on Young Thug and YSL. Now, nobody knows for sure if this is the motive for why people are separating themselves or unfollowing Gunna, but it seems like a lot more people are jumping on this bandwagon. Now, before I get to the specifics and talk about this in detail, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Now, in hip hop, there seems to be a new trend that's starting. As far as street rappers are concerned, it seems like they're all on the same accord with one thing right now. And in the last couple of days, they've all started to unfollow Gunna on social media. Now, it first started off with Lil Baby. And now it looks like artists such as Meek, who's highly regarded in the hip hop industry, well recognized, doing big things, and pretty much the spokesman for Philly, right? And he's unfollowed Gunna as well. And if you look at his profile, you see you can't find Gunna on there anywhere. But if you go to Gunna's profile on social media, you can see that he still follows Meek. So I'm wondering where some of this motivation came from. But the crazy part about it is, it doesn't stop there. Obviously, you had Lil Baby unfollow Gunna, even though Gunna is still following him. And now also you have Polo G unfollowing Gunna on social media. And it looks like Gunna unfollowed him back. So it looks like him and Polo G, maybe he saw Polo G unfollowed him, so he unfollowed him as well. But it looks like, man, Polo G just jumped on the train as well and unfollowed Gunna, man. Now, this could only mean one thing. It seems like these rappers are talking to each other on the back end and communicating, and maybe they even have more information than what we know, and maybe that's why Lil Gotit said what he said when he said it. Remember, he said that people need to stop capping and put it out there as kind of like a message to people, letting it be known like, yo, we see through what you're doing. And possibly he could have been talking to Gunna. Most people believe he was. But as you can see, Lil Gotit also doesn't follow Gunna on social media. And he's probably the closest person to Young Thug and YSL that can speak freely right now about this situation, right? But Gunna also follows him still. So it's confusing, man. I wonder if Gunna is just doesn't want to unfollow these people and he wants to leave that open until he can speak to them, or it's just a situation where he hasn't gotten to it and maybe this news hasn't crossed his path of who's unfollowing him. Now, what's interesting also is you've got Lil Durk, right? Only picture on his profile is of Young Thug and he says free Thugger, right? Then you go to look who he's following, he's still following Gunna. You know what I mean? They work together, they have big songs, you know, like What Happened to Virgil and all that together. So it seems like Lil Durk hasn't unfollowed Gunna yet. But Gunna, if you look at his profile, he's still following Lil Durk. So man, it's an interesting thing that's going on here. Are Meek, Polo G, and Lil Baby privy to some information that we don't know, and that's why they unfollowed Gunna? Or is it a possibility that Lil Durk just didn't get to the fact that, or the same information that they have, man? This is an interesting thing that's going on between these artists because they're obviously talking amongst each other about who they're gonna unfollow and why, and I'll be surprised to see if anybody else unfollows Gunna down the line. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do y'all think that everybody is just getting on one accord and saying that they feel like Gunna sold out YSL and sold out Young Thug, so they're unfollowing him? Or do you think that this just might be something right now and may change in the future? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.